Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'll give this thing a minute to get going because I know you're probably not getting this yet and wondering Loki, where's the intro? No intro. No intro this morning. No flashy intro, no showmanship. Hopefully you all can see this. I've got a guest coming in, but I'd like to talk to y'all. Real quick. No ads this morning either. I know. No monetization, no ads. I didn't want to do that this morning because I just wanted to talk to y'all. I wanted to talk to y'all about what the plan was and why I do certain things the way I do them on this show. See, I've told a couple people this. This show is 90% honesty, 10% showmanship. The showmanship being that, the grand entrances and the stone cold Loki, and everything else wrapped around that. But being honest about my opinion, being honest about how I feel, that took center stage in everything. I don't want to be dishonest. I don't want to act upset when I'm not. I don't want to rant when I have nothing to rant about. I want everything to come from inside. I want everything to be about how I feel. And sometimes I haven't done well. A couple of people here know that I was really ill for about 6 months. I was really sick and I didn't let anybody know about it. Only a couple of people knew that I was not doing very well. Some people behind the scenes knew. A couple of people in Valhalla knew, but mostly people didn't know. And I kept that to myself. And I kept it to myself because the show is about putting smiles on people's faces. It's about getting people riled up. It's about making your morning the best morning I can possibly make it. That is what gets me up every day, is trying to give you all the best morning I can possibly give you, Monday through Friday. Making you smile, making you swear, making you making you rant like I do. Anything I can do to give y'all a good morning, that's my intention. And I didn't want y'all worried about me. I didn't want y'all worried about me. I didn't want y'all fretting. I was going to fight and I'm going to be okay, and that was the way it is. That was what I was going to do. I wasn't going to, bitch and moan about it. People have hard times everywhere. All of you have had hard times. We're all having a hard time. This last year has been shit for everybody. It has been shit for everybody. Everybody has had a hard time this last year. So I was sick. So what? We've all had hard times. We've all been through the ringer this last year, each and every one of us. And the last thing I wanted to do was make y'all worried about me or make y'all think that something was going to happen. I didn't want to worry anybody. I didn't want to upset anybody. I just wanted to have a kick-ass show and make y'all have the best mornings y'all could possibly have. Thank you, Rob. And thank you, Rambling. Thank you all. Really, all of you. I should have just been honest about it instead of hiding it, because I hid it. I did. I hid it and I didn't tell anybody. And maybe I should have just come right out with it. because we are family. So many of you have had an effect on my life. So many of you have had an effect on my life. And I should have just come out with it and trusted that you guys would respect that I want to have a good show every morning. I want to give you a good show every morning. I want to be here for you. As much as I love doing this and it is for me, I love doing it for you too. I love getting the feedback and hearing that. I wouldn't, if I didn't have this, I couldn't start my day. I love hearing that. I absolutely love hearing that my day just wouldn't be the same, Loki, if your show wasn't on. Monday through Friday. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, because that means everything to me. And I know I'm getting personal, and I don't ever really do that ever. And it's different for me, because I'm this guy, I'm this Loki dude that comes on and rages about the SJWs and says that that is me. That is me. That's how I started this. That's what started all of this, was saying we're not going to take it. We're not going to sit down. We're not going to get shamed, and we're not going to get our fingers pointed at us, and we're not going to be called all these names when that's not who we are. That is all me. There's just things that I haven't felt comfortable bringing up either. Yesterday, my mom died. Yesterday morning, I found out after the show that my mother passed away. And I didn't know what I was going to do with that. I didn't know how I was going to deal with that. And how I dealt with that was I talked to a couple of people, and then I talked to a couple more people, and I decided to take the round table off last night. Maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know. I didn't when my father passed away last year. Echo Bass and Mexican Iron Man, and a lot of you were there for me as family to kind of help me through that. And you all have been here to help me through this too. It's I know what everyone's going through. I know what everyone's going through, and I don't want to bring anybody down. I don't want to bring anybody down. I don't want to make the show a bitch fest or a woe is me or anything like that. So it's hard for me. It is. It's hard for me to share things like that, because I don't want y'all to be like, oh, well, Loki's talking about this or Loki's talking about that. And I want to make your day every morning. I want to make all your days every morning, because you guys are important. Each and every one of you. Everyone who comes on this show is important to me. Everyone who is sitting, you guys are all family sitting in the audience. It's not just you aren't just an audience, your friends, your family, all of you. I don't have, I remember me and Abu talking about it, saying we don't have guests or fans. We have friends and we have family. And I want to make your guys' day every morning. And maybe I've gone about this the wrong way. Maybe, there are times to share. There are times to talk about personal things. I just feel like, at the beginning of last year, I lost my dad. And then later that year, I got sick. And I was sick for a long time. And I didn't tell anybody. The very few people know. Mexican Iron Man knew. A couple of people in the back knew. But I kept it very private, and I kept it very private because I didn't want anybody worried. I didn't want you guys like, man, I hope Loki's okay. I hope Loki's okay. I just wanted to do the show, and I wanted to make sure you guys were okay. I wanted to make sure you guys were okay every morning. And with everything that was going on, I didn't want to add to anybody's worry. I didn't want to add to anybody's worry, and I didn't want to put anything else off on anybody. Because we've all had such a hard time. We've all had such a hard time. It has been a year of hard time. So many people out there have had everything turned upside down. They've lost somebody. They have lost their job. They have lost their place in life. They have lost friends, family. I didn't want to add. I never wanted to add to that. And I should have trusted that you guys stand with me just like I stand with you. You guys and girls that stand with me, I stand with all of you, and I should have just trusted that. And I'm sorry. I have to apologize. I should have trusted that. Because I talk about it all the time. Shield wall, we stand together. We fight together. We play together. We have fun together. You know, one of the things I love about the game streams now is that I do them with someone. I did the game streams by myself. Every Wednesday I did the game streams by myself. And then I started doing them with someone. And it's funner that way. Doing the shows, there are times, where I do the shows but by myself, but there's a lot of times where I have a guest on with me, where I have someone there with me. And when I do, those are the best streams I have. Best streams I have are streams I do with somebody. Speaking of somebody.
You mean somebody except Mexican Iron Man? The best streams I do are the ones I do with other people, except Mexican Iron Man if he shows up.
Except when Mexican Iron Man shows up.
Definitely not on days he brings the whole thong thing going.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding, boss. Guys, how are you, boss?
Guys, he literally brought that out of nowhere. The entire Valhalla thong collection and all of that stuff.
Yeah, we did that live, like in the middle of nowhere. I was like Googling that crap in the back.
He's not kidding. He just sprung that on us. There was no rehearsing. There was no planning. There was no.
There was no. What do you call it in the fitting room? There was no, test trials. Does it fit?
No. And like I was saying, those are the best streams when I get to stream with somebody. And Mike, of all people, this is a full honest morning.
Okay.
Mike is I've been dropping some truth bombs. I talked about being sick last year, and this year I talked about losing my dad last year, losing my mom yesterday. I've been dropping a little truth.
Okay.
And guys, the funnest streams I've ever had are with this guy right here.
Who?
Those have been the funnest streams with Mike.
Oh, hey.
Doing improv, making jokes. Anytime he's on a stream with me, I'm smiling because we're bouncing back and forth. And
you're terrorizing me.
I'm terrorized.
Remember that one time when you and Snow Dub got me? Remember?
Yep.
I walked right into it, but that was okay. You owed me and stuff. So you told them about you being sick last year, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I missed a lot in 10 minutes. Wow, I'm proud of you, ladies and gentlemen. Mexican Iron Man tried like all hell to get him to share a little bit on that topic. But you know what Loki does? He says he'll call me up and it's like this. All right, I'm going to tell you something, but you got to promise not to tell anybody. Have I ever told anyone anything you've ever told me? No. But when he says something like that, I'm just like, okay, what are you going to tell me that I want to tell everybody else, but I can't? Go ahead. And You know,
Yeah.
Loki carries a very how do I describe it? It's not that that's not just carry across, but it's that you did. What else have you told them? You told them about Dad last year, right?
Told them about, I talked about my dad a little bit. And
Would you allow me in the chat? Everyone, I want to see something real quickly in the chat. This is a 0 and a 1. If you've seen the Loki Why I Love Star Wars that features him and his recently passed away dad, if you've seen it, put in a 1. If you haven't seen it, put in a 0. There's a special little mini documentary that Echo Base Network put together for him well over a year ago. But if you've seen it, put in 1. If you haven't seen it, put in a 0.
I sat down, literally, guys. I sat down and I talked for, I think, 45 minutes. I just talked. I never took a break. I didn't cut it. I gave it to Coach Raw.
That's 10 right there. That's 5-10 people right there. I'm asking you on air live to everybody to let me play it on air one day in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Because since you're sharing with you, thanks everybody. Keep putting. It's one of the most important things. I think it's a very important thing that, first of all, it's out there in the public domain, but it's buried, underneath Echo Base Network, releases. And it would bring me a great deal of pride if I could to allow our friends and family, my brothers and sisters here, to share that with them, because I believe it'll shed more light into who you are and what you're about. And there's a lot of things on that tape that explain a lot of who you are, and mostly it explains a lot of why Valhalla is what it is now.
Yes, it does.
I'm so happy that you're okay now in your mission and everything. I mean, God, I'm just so. Hey, look, can I tell them what I told you, that if anything happened to you, what I was going to do? Can I share that story?
Yes. You can share that story.
Or do you want to share it? Do you want me to share it, or do you want to share it?
No, go ahead.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so how many times have I told you this? At least 3 or 4 times, right?
Yeah.
So when he first told me he wasn't doing well, and then when he was going through the treatments and stuff like that, Mexican Iron Man has a weird way of letting people know that he loves them. Okay, so this is what I did. I said, okay, Loki, just so we're clear, I want you to know that I'm your brother, but if anything happens to you, and he thought I was going to go into the whole, like, I'll make sure the show goes on, and, the morning show will continue, and, oh, no. No. I said to him, it's kind of like this, Loki. You'll be on that little river, and don't think for 2 seconds my Mexican ass isn't going to come down to that river. I'm going to grab that little freaking little wooden raft. I'm going to take those $2 silver that are on your eyeballs, put them in my pocket, drag your ass back out of that mountain, beat the snot out of you until you come back alive. And no, you are not going to do that to me. There will be no ode, there will be no ode to the greatness of Loki. There will be no planning of ceremonies. There will be no special events or special live streams. Oh, no. No. Your ass is not going anywhere, and I'm going to drag you up out of the river, Styx, or whatever the heck it is. I am going to keep the silver dollars, though, for my efforts. And I'm going to take you all the way back up to Valhalla Mountain, and you are going to do the next show at 6 in the morning. And then I'm going to beat the snot out of you for the emotional trauma that you're going to put me through. That is how you will know that your brother loves you. Put me in some kind of emotional trauma of loss. Oh, hell no. Like, Loki didn't make it. Oh, yes, he will.
And guys, because
Eris, I told him I'd kill him if he wouldn't have died on us.
What did you say? I haven't even been watching chat. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Eris says I'd kill him if he wouldn't have died on us. Exactly, Eris. No. I mean, I don't want to sound selfish or anything, but no. May he rest in peace. No. When did he get down to the river? 15 minutes ago? Okay, I'm going to run down to the river myself. But I'm keeping the silver dollars, Loki.
Oh yeah.
You will not. I'm going to go.
Dave G Sound, permission to retire denied.
Thank you, Dave G Sound.
Teresa Pearson, I love you too. Thank you guys so much, all of you. Did
you hear Rebel Pearson, Mexican Iron Man, whispering Loki's ear? like Hellboy to bring him back by threatening those who took him. Exactly. It'll be like there's that scene in Star Trek, the original series, when he's like when he's slapping sense in the Spock, and stuff like that, Be something like that, and then all of a sudden you'll come back to life, and you'll be like, and they'll be like, "Oh shit, he's awake," and then I'll run.
God.
So, did you talk about what happened with Mom?
And Dark Shadow, yes, yes.
Oh, brother,
I'm right there with you, brother.
Whoa,
right there with you, man,
brother.
Yes.
Yes, he's in remission. He's cool now. But he went through treatments, and he made me bite my tongue during the whole time.
Yeah, I made Mexican Iron Man keep his mouth shut.
Yeah, which is tough. Ladies and gentlemen, how difficult is it to keep Mexican Iron Man's mouth shut? Exactly.
Oh shit! Where did it? Oh, there it is. There, Project Storytime.
He needs that money for his taco truck. I need that money. I need that money to buy back my taco truck. I swear, I think I saw it last Sunday on an episode of Batwoman. It was at a different river.
And Purple found it. I was just looking for it, but Purple found it.
Oh.
Purple found the link.
Can I do a little bit now? No. Well, do you want different day?
Different day.
All right. Okay. All right. And then there's another special thing that happened yesterday. Did you talk about that?
So,
or no?
No.
Am I going too far? Should I shut up?
No.
Okay.
No. I woke up about 4 a.m. yesterday morning. Woke right up, straight up out of bed. And if I hadn't told people about this before I found out, I would feel kind of awkward talking about it. But I talked to a couple of people about this before I found out that she had passed away. I woke up at 4 a.m., sat straight up out of bed because I had a dream that she was hugging me, like a hug. She gave me a hug, and it was really weird and very, very oh my God, she's like right there. It freaked me out so bad that I sat straight up out of bed. And I just knew. I knew something had happened. I knew something was wrong.
And 2 weeks ago when we talked about your mom, what was the last thing you said to me before we got off the phone?
She's not a hugger.
What was your relationship with her?
She's not a hugger. My relationship with my mom was a difficult relationship. She had problems, She had problems, and she had things that weren't right in her life. And but I loved her. She was my mom, and I loved her. I may not have liked her, but I loved her. And then I got the message. I got the message from my brother that she had passed away. Her a couple weeks ago, before the big freeze in Texas, she had a problem with her colon. And when the freeze happened, they were trying to get her platelets. They didn't know if she'd make it. And that's when my brother contacted me and said, look, this is what's going on. She's in the hospital. She's got the best doctors she can get, though. And they are working on, making her better. So, and that was back when that big freeze happened in Texas. Yep. In the United States, so it's been that long. And I got a picture of her the other day, and she was swollen. Her liver was failing. And then she was gone, she was gone. And it was a difficult day yesterday. I took the night off from the round table last night and just kind of chilled.
Proud of you, by the way.
For what?
Taking time off for yourself, brother.
Well, you guys did you guys had a good show last night. And, I didn't want to take anything away from Mark. Mark C. We all loved Mark C. And Mark C. was a great guy.
It was very interesting when you said it was right away. I think you did this on Friday night, Saturday at the show when we had our meeting, our staff meeting, right? When you held our staff when you held our staff meeting on Saturday, you said that you wanted to do that, and I was like, well, there's already been like two. I think we had two things on Friday night one with Doomcock, and there was another one, and then there was going to be, and then Clobberin was going to do his thing on Monday night, and you said no, we're going to do it on Tuesday, and I said, oh, it's kind of well. I mean, don't get me wrong, I thought it was just a little bit, much, but then you know what? Why it really worked out that you did that? I think everything happens for a reason, because what happened at last night's show is that so Mark, aka Steven, his whole family basically did not know that he had this whole internet personality, or this whole internet life. They knew it like to like a 5% level, but not the whole thing, like the whole. So they had no idea that he had this whole like presence. Well, check this out. Well, although the family was able to later hear some of what happened on Doomcock's show, although some of the family showed up for what Clobberin did on Monday, there were some of the members of the family hadn't seen any of that. So yesterday, by you doing that and letting us do that, so like his grandma was there, another niece was there, and she wrote the most amazing thing. She said, My dad never really has been around, but Mark is my uncle, and he basically has raised me like my dad. So I'm here to learn what he's about."
Yeah,
she did that. She's little. I think she's like 11, and she wrote that right in the stream, right in the beginning. And I was like, "Whoa!" And so there, some of his family got together for that show last night. So it was great because they were able to experience some of the stuff that Clobberin had done, and it was great because everything went full circle. And I think his kid Jack is started a YouTube channel, and he does like stop figure animation, and so that was kind of cool. He was able on Monday night, and then he was so proud. He showed up, and so he brought some of his a couple of his cousins, I think, to last night's show. So by you doing that, it allowed the rest of his family who wasn't able to participate in that to see that he had all these friends on the internet and people that knew him and stuff. So thank you on their behalf and on behalf of Clobberin and stuff. But and then I'm so glad that you're okay now. I mean, not that but we love you, but thank God you're okay and stuff. And because I don't want to kill you later.
No one's
not that I could take you because you're like what? You're like 6'2" or something, right? Aren't you like
6'3"?
Yeah. God, that would be the thing, dude. That would be like, what would that be like? That would be like the Penguin versus I don't even know how to
Batman.
Yeah, no.
Ah.
No. So, and then what else happened yesterday?
Something good that happened yesterday. I was on Latino Slant show a couple weeks ago, and it was the Guzman one that we were talking about. Guzman talking about health and all that, and vinyl got brought up, and on that show, I literally ordered the 1989 Batman soundtrack by Danny Elfman on vinyl, and I got that in yesterday. I thought that was amazing. Soundtracks, because if you know me, you know that I love soundtracks, especially if they're on vinyl, and I love Godzilla movies. That's all my mom's influence.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Soundtracks were her thing. She loved soundtracks. She especially loved Danny Elfman. Anything Danny Elfman did. That's why I joke about, oh my God, now we've got to put up with Danny Elfman. When it came to Batman, she loved the Batman animated series just because of the opening. She could care less about the damn show.
You mean the music?
It's the music in the opening scene. She'd be like, "Oh, it's so damn good!" Dun 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 dun. All that shit. Yeah, dun 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 dun, and the Batmobile and Godzilla movies. That kind of stuff in Godzilla movies. The reason why I am such a Godzilla aficionado is because anytime I was sick, it was monster movie time, whether it be Abbott and Costello, whether it be Godzilla. All that love for black and white monster movies and for Godzilla comes from anytime I was sick. That's all I watched all day. You want some soup? Oh, I'm good. You want something to drink? Sure. Okay, we're going to put this on and you can watch this. And that was like an all day thing. So.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, let's see who we got in the chat. Who's talking some smack? Hey, DD Myers, Project Story Time. Hail! Mark the Infinitely Tired. Mark!
Purple Valkyrie, a great soundtrack. Mags, that opening was so good.
What up, Mags? Shellback. Can we get some breakfast burritos, please? Unfortunately, Mexican Iron Man came running down the stairwell, and he is still in his. What am I wearing right now? Oh, I'm actually wearing a Valhalla shirt. Yeah, I'm wearing one of my Valhalla sweatshirts. Actually.
Someone asking what a payphone was. Really?
Oh my God! Can you remember payphones?
Oh yeah. Do you remember cheating the payphones?
No, I don't. How did you do
You
that?
don't remember cheating the payphones?
Did you cheat the payphone?
Okay, so you would record the sound through the phone when you put the quarters in. Okay, every time you put a quarter in, it made a tone on the phone to tell the phone, yes, that person has paid, right? If you recorded that, you could play it back and the damn phone would think that you put money in it.
Okay. That sounds like a whole lot of work.
No, it's not. You just had a little micro recorder you put up to the earpiece and you let it play, and then once that was done, you played that back to the phone.
Okay. Well, being Mexican, we usually just hit it with a hammer.
Trinoculus P. I remember payphone hacking.
I remember we used to break in the phone thing by hitting them with the hammer to get the quarters out so we could go play video games at 7-Eleven, where Mexican Iron Man was known as a local Galaga champion. Indeed.
No, I was the Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat king.
I played so much Galaga, I think I could play it blindfolded. Eric O'Sullivan. Well, there's my regular age, and then there's my internet age. Now, after all this KK crap, I feel like I'm 187 years old after this tax season. Frankly, and dog years. And Mexicans, we don't live that long, anyways. I mean, once we hit like 42, 44, it's kind of a downhill slope after that. You know what I mean? So, I'm kidding. You're stuck with me forever, Loki.
Yes. Okay. So do you remember this, Mike? Do you remember this? Calling collect, and it'd be like, what is your name? Come get me. Remember that? I'm an HGB. Come get me. You had to say it really quick, you know.
Look at Wookie on holiday. El queso es el viejo de mojoso. ¿Dónde está cocaine? They're making jokes about like they don't want me to change my medication so that I'm eating literally. I'm having coffee and cold pizza right now.
Oh man, cold pizza is the best. It's like the best breakfast.
From Round Table.
Larry. Thank you, Larry. Thank you so very much, brother. Oh shit, Pat asked do kids go to malls and fight kids from other schools anymore? God, that was like the shit. What are those fuckers? What are those fuckers from LaPorte doing here?
Exactly. Dude, I remember I had this Filipino girlfriend named Amy Milano. There's this guy at Yerba Buena. Whenever I broke up with her, she'd always run to that guy at Yerba Buena High School, and I'd always see him over at the Gold Cinema down at the corner of Center Road and something. Yeah, I used to run into his little ass once in a while. That's the difference between boys to men. I think as a kid, you gotta get your butt kicked and you gotta kick some butt. And I think that's definitely a rite of passage from boyhood to manhood.
Yeah.
You don't know what it is to take a shot in the head and that. I don't know if you know how what life is yet.
LaPorte, Indiana, no. LaPorte, Texas, no. And that was like that was like the enemy. Those were our rivals. So I'm eating. Psychodorf 9 is eating corned beef, rice, and hunting for a veggie. Go ahead.
I have something funny to say. So I want to congratulate you again on your brilliance for having a morning show. Because I think that only because you have a morning show at 6 a.m. West Coast is the only reason your name and my name made it out of that hit piece from the Phantom Menace last week.
Oh, those fuckers.
Dude, I'm serious. I'm serious. Because if you look at the stuff that I've said or you said,
Yeah.
Dude, you and I have said the most way out there stuff against Disney and Lucasfilm, but they don't get up this early out here. They don't get up until 6 a.m.
No.
You know, and I'm telling you, that's how we escaped being in the hit piece. Look, Nick got hit before I did.
Oh yeah, Nick. Okay, so anybody that doesn't know, these
Nick Lane
fuckers
got hit.
wrote. These fuckers wrote a hit piece on Coach and Nick that they're ist phobes, Yahtzees, all this white power shit.
Promote pedophile lifestyle.
Oh, and they're it's just complete horse shit. And yeah, we've said worse shit than they have ever.
Actually, I don't know if they. I don't know. I think. I mean, what's the worst Echo Base have said? Kathleen Kennedy. We hope you get on track with Star Wars and bring back Luke and understand how important he is. And we do hope we'll see Baby Yoda next year. And this is Coach and Nick and Echo Base Network, and you are cold in this here mountain. Meanwhile, over on Valhalla Mountain the next day,
that twat needs to shut her mouth.
Oh my God. I saw something amazing about Geode. Oh, I wish I still had. Okay, you know Robert Pearson, right?
Yeah.
From England. Oh, you got to everybody. You got to tune in Echo Base. I'm bringing him on Echo Base Saturday night. So you remember that there was that concept piece of someone did of like Geode as a new character.
Yeah.
Robert said he had extra time and money. You know what he did? He's got like 5 to 10, like they look like their official action figure wrapping, like the plastic and the thing that goes on the hook in the store. And he did like an actual, as if it were part of the current collection being sold in stores. And he put a freaking rock inside each one.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Imagine, like it's in plastic. It's on the thing. Hold it. No, I didn't take a picture. I didn't save it. It is hilarious. It is the funniest thing ever.
You know, I've gone on Echo Base and said worse shit on Echo Base than Coach and Nick ever have.
No. Well, you said worse than they have.
Yeah.
But you've never said anything like you and I have always had the brakes on when we go there compared to here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But dude, I am 100% for sure that there's no way they've ever heard us or gotten up this early. Look how hard it is for me to get up.
Yeah.
You know? Early in the morning. So they just missed us completely. I think it's hilarious.
Worst name for a rock, most generic shit ever.
But they're not gonna. Dude, I am so tired from this tax season. I'm just like I'm still in the middle of it, but I'm through the worst of it. Thanks everybody for being so patient that I wasn't around here and there and everywhere. And you know, let's see. I remember my niece and nephew confused that there used to be a balloon mailbox on every corner. Wait, we don't still have that?
Nope.
Wait a minute, don't we? I guess
yeah,
we don't.
it is St. Patrick's Day. So
It
for
is?
everyone out there, come on in there, show you a little bit of Irishman, put it in ya, yeah. Go and get you a drink, yeah.
I don't do an Irish accent. I don't know how.
I remember I did that on Dee's channel once, and he was like, "I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry." He was apologizing because I was. He's like, "I'm sorry. Any Irish people we have out there, I'm sorry." I'm like, "Oh my
god." Star Wars crossover event with Pokemon. Well, that might not be a bad idea. It might not be a bad idea.
Taxes, yes, taxes. So many of us have taxes to look forward to.
Yeah, every year I tell myself I'm going to get out of this racket, and Mexican Iron Man is going to expand his business horizons. He's going to diversify. He's going to be a titan of industry. And every year, I make a list of them. Then next thing I know, it's taxes. I'm like, why didn't I go into landscaping?
Oh shit! Did you? I'm scrolling. I can't scroll back that far. Hold on. Yeah, Psychodorf. Hold on, brother. I for like the first 10 minutes.
A new army member.
For the first 10 minutes, I wasn't like looking at chat. So yes, Larry signed up. I said that earlier. Thank you so very much, Larry, for joining Loki's army.
I don't see any of them. This whole thing just jumped. I hate StreamYard.
It's too far back. I bet you it was in the first 10 minutes. I'm so sorry, Psychodorf. Give me just a minute and let me pull up the
Who did it? Psychodorf 9?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. We've got a super chat from Psychodorf 9. They do it good that way. They do it. They do it.
You did it.
Second Dwarf 9. No?
All right. No, you did it. That's good. That's good. All right, I've got it here. Second Dwarf 9 with a $5 super chat. Part of me wants to give you all the help I can. Part of me wants to give you a stern talking about not letting us help. Oh, brother.
Exactly. Yes. Yes, sir. Exactly. Thank you, sir. Pat S., are we not getting an extension on taxes this year? I guess not, dude. I mean,
and Psych Dorf 9.
Yeah,
Thank you, brother. Thank you so very much, man.
Speaking of landscaping, your son is living in my backyard. Come get him. That's where Brown Lantern's been. I don't know. I don't know what to say. You try to be an inspiration to your children and show them the way. I was trying to, show them the value of a hard day's work. I don't know. Maybe the kid couldn't handle it. These millennials. I didn't think it was a tough day. Get up at 5. In the day around midnight. When your chores are done, and then I let him play Nintendo. What, a good 15 minutes a day, or Xbox, whatever he's got. His little Xbox. And
Nintendo,
you try to be a good parent.
You're so cheap. You went to Nintendo.
What something? I think it was used or something. I think but I put duct tape on the cord, and if you hold the cord while you're holding the controller, it works. The electrical cord.
Oh, great. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Larry with a super sticker. Let me see if I can. What is it? It won't let me click on it. What is that? Oh, a thumb up. Thank you, Larry, for that thumbs up. Thank you, brother, so very much. Thank you. You guys keep the fires burning here in Baltimore.
Do I get to do the horn again? No?
No.
Okay. These are the voyages of the USS Taco to boldly go in your intestines where everyone who eats Mike's food has not gone before. Hey, you have that to look forward to. You got another Star Trek series coming out.
What?
The new Star Trek series. These are the voyages is coming out. Aren't you looking forward to that, Mr. Star Trek guy?
Guys, I've watched Star Trek since I was a kid. It's one of my first memories is watching Star Trek with my dad. And no, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to another Star Trek series. They're going to fuck it up.
These people don't understand, all of our critics. See, these critics, they don't understand something. Do they think we actually like getting up every day and every week, having to do rants and being pissed off about the crap that they put out? Seriously. This was not what any of us designed. I know it's not what Gary wanted. I know for a fact it's definitely not what Doomcut can rant and rave all day and night. He came online because he hated Star Trek Discovery, but he does not like bitching out every single thing. All that it's when you're a fan of fandom, it's like we don't do this so that we can have a bad day every day. Like the other day I woke up and next thing I know, some black guy's gonna be Superman. He's gonna get his powers from Antifa.
Yeah.
Well. What about the story of a little brown kid in the tortilla fields that get his superpowers from, I don't know, corn husks? It's not too far away from it. You know what I'm saying?
That's you, right?
Yeah, exactly. Or his anti-immigration policy avoidance skills from in the foothills in Arizona, fuels his power. Oh, this sounds stupid to me. My point is this: is that we don't wake up every week of every day to just to be assholes about everything. They're some guy put something. I put a little commentary out in Echo Base. God, what was it? And some guy says to me in the comments, he says something like, you need to be nice to KK, and you're the ones provoking all this. I'm like, look, I'm not the one who took someone else's money and fucked up a property that's been around for 40 years. I'm not the one who hired someone to hire a director to call us assholes and racist. I'm not the one who stood by a shitty ass guy named Pablo. I'm not the one who can, I don't understand. There's absolutely zero defensible position in everything this company does. And I am telling you this. There's an article that my boy, Yellow Flash.
Yeah. Oh, I love Yellow Flash.
Okay. He put out a video yesterday morning, and I missed this. Everyone I know that missed this. It was about, it was in one of the Disney things published in January. And it talked about the status of various Disney projects. It was kind of boring. It was in the back of, it was kind of buried. like it wasn't necessarily in an earnings report. It was like buried. It's kind of like, here's the status of things. There are roller coasters that they're not finishing because they don't have the cash to.
Really?
I want you to think about this. The Tron ride, there's a Tron ride coming out. Do you remember that? I don't know if you know that.
Yes.
They officially sealed up the mountain and they're not finishing the rails. Steel rails.
Really?
Yeah, they're not finishing it. It's more than 60% done. Now, I'm going to go back to something, and this is in multiple videos, so I'm not making this up, all right? So it's going to sound like I'm making it up, but I'm not, because it's in videos at the time. Before March, I was going back to Disneyland for an update. Doomcock sent me in. When did I do that video? I guess I don't know, last summer, July, August, where they were talking shit about Doomcock, and I went in with a video camera and all that.
Yeah.
To back them up. Anyway, so I was going in for an update, and I had interviews lined up with some of the terminated staff and some of the people that were still working there while it was this is before the COVID hit really hard, right? And one of them had told me before I was scheduled to go down that they're like, I said, did you guys finish the ride? This is someone that I met, by the way, when I went in December, because my family had annual passes, and I met this person then. And they were making jokes. They're like, no, this ride doesn't work. They'd been announcing. See, here's another thing. Does everybody remember that they used to announce what's the status of the new Galaxy's Edge ride that was going to open?
Yep.
Remember the big one with the stormtroopers and the wireless network? It's so funny because it's just kind of dropped off the scene, right?
Yep.
That's all about Disney Plus, right? Because truth be told, if they've borrowed $5.8 billion in the last year and a half, they certainly, I'm sure, could have finished and tested the ride while the COVID was in place somehow, maybe, possibly. I don't know.
And the Dig Outlaw is correct. This fandom is about memories and loss. That's what Valhalla is about, too. We remember the things that unify us through culture. We mourn those things that have been damaged or destroyed by the few. It is a type of therapy. And it is those few that are saying, Star Trek doesn't belong to you. Star Trek doesn't mean anything to you anymore. Star Trek is going to be this. Star Trek's going to be what we want it to be. Those selfish fucks. That is what we stand against. And those are the people that are destroying the things that we love. And they're doing it to be spiteful little fucking trolls. And they know it. That's why they came after Zack Snyder's movie, because they saw the fandom getting something, and they're throwing a fucking fit. They're throwing a little fit. Grabbing onto something that, guess what? It doesn't belong to them. And whine and reeing and crying.
Exactly. But let me just finish my thoughts. So you have the Galaxy's Edge ride that the time they told me that they're like they say it's going to be ready by February, March. They're like, man, we don't think this thing's ever going to get ready. So to this date, it still hasn't happened in Disneyland. That the Galaxy's Edge mega ride, right? And now, last month, the Tron ride, they just stopped building it out completely. This is supposed to be a big deal. The Tron ride was supposed to be a big deal.
Yeah, of course.
And if anybody goes to parks, I'm not the biggest park guy, but it's so stark. If you just go to Universal, like on the West Coast, I haven't even been to any stuff in Florida, but on the West Coast, if you go to like Universal or any of those places and compare them to when you go, this like happened to me this past December, it felt old. I remember every time as an adult and as a kid, you'd walk in through the gates at Disneyland and it instantly felt magical.
Yeah, you're in the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, you instantly felt transported. And it didn't happen anymore because now that place was like every 5 yards, like there's someone selling a turkey drum. Every 5-10 yards, it's turned into like how do we make money off the people here every 5-10 feet? It wasn't like that before.
Yeah,
and so I think I'm going to agree with what Andre said from Midnight's Edge, is that, ladies and gentlemen, we've literally got this thing's got. There's no underlying assets. This thing's a Ponzi scheme. It literally is. The only thing holding this company up is the goodwill of the stock value. Yeah, I said it if anyone in Disney's listening, but thank God they're not, so we didn't make it to the race. I mean, how did we not make it on the racist hit piece?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Clearly, Mex and Iron Man did not use enough F words last year to qualify.
Oh,
anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways, dude, but think about that. Here's a company built on amusement parks that A, didn't finish didn't get its Disneyland ride to work, and B, they stopped building out the Tron one. Now, Here's what other people don't know. People say, "Oh, well, this Iger guy is a finance guy, and he's going to go by the numbers." No, he's known as being a cheap bastard. He's denied almost every upgrade. He's known for in the West Coast for denying almost major upgrade to the park and for gutting the budget of the creative team. The Disney creative team. What do they call them there? I can't remember what they call them. They have some name for that creative team in there. I can't remember. I'm just blanking right now. But anyways,
the story group.
The story group. Yeah. Well, no. That's the LucasArts team. I can't remember what they're called. The Imagineers. Hail Snow Dub, my brother. The Imagineers. And so he's known for being a cheap bastard and for not reinvesting and stuff. And so I think what you've got is that you've got a park that these parks really look very 60s and 70s ish, and they feel that way. I mean, there's been no major improvement. Galaxy's Edge is a freaking joke if you go there. And I just think there's nothing holding this damn thing up. And if
it's a shopping mall. It's an empty fucking shopping mall.
Galaxy's Edge is exactly. It's like a strip mall, but a bad one.
Yeah, it's like a bad strip mall.
When I saw
that, I said it's a Star Wars strip mall. That's all they built. They spent all that money making a Star Wars strip mall, and it's not even a good one. It's not even like the badass one. It's like the third one in line in town. It's like the one nobody ever goes to. It's like the one your mom has to go to when every other one is completely out of the school supplies you need, and you're like, can't I get some decent pencils? No, you got to get like the number 4 pencils that no one fucking uses, that you can't use on a test because they didn't have anything else. And the only place they could get pencils was just,
Exactly. Reverend Canuck, all those critics just need to listen to the song. It's hard to be humble and they might understand us. Yeah, I agree with that. Wookiee on holiday. I'm pretty sure that's why they do it. Yeah, just to piss us off. I do think at this point that is, by the way, like all the people of color in the Phantom Menace weren't in that racist hit piece. Like they didn't have Anna wasn't there, Abu Nas wasn't in there. I mean, like, you know what I mean? It was just weird.
Yeah.
Mexican Iron Man was treating him. Who was I treating badly? I believe somehow. Brown Lantern ran away from home because Mexican Iron Man was treating him badly. That's what he told me. Really? You know what? Mexican Iron Man was just trying to provide him with leadership and teach him the value of a hard day's work.
And Eric O'Sullivan, I completely agree. You walk into the Mos Eisley Cantina on Tatooine in Galaxy's Edge, hell yeah. You walk up, you order a blue milk, and there you go.
That is exactly it, Eric. So, that's what when you walked into that bar, when I went to Galaxy's Edge that one time, that's what I expected. Instead, there's really bad house techno music playing. It was just really weird.
Yep.
They had this, like, one of the characters up as a fake DJ, and it was just the worst house techno music ever. But you know what was the number one ride at Galaxy, or the number one thing that had a line out of it? It was the bar.
Yeah.
Not the Millennium Falcon, but the bar.
Yep.
Mag says, yep, we love what we love. We don't wake up hating what we love. We hate what they are doing to what we love. Yeah. I would concur. And I think now more than ever with what happened, we lost MRC, before that, the ambassador. What we need to do in these days of constant disappointment is I'm really happy you're opening up today and you did that today. That's great, boss, because I think where we go from here is that we might not have a lot of joy and we might have continued frustration. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to reach out to each other.
And yes, that's true. It's true. That is true, Mags. KK is the one who changed it and said we don't want anything from the OT. We want only in the new stuff, only in the stuff we created. We don't want it to have anything to do with what George created. Yeah. Yes, that is true.
How can you, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. How can you hate white dudes when they gave you the best job and the biggest thing in sci-fi? I just don't understand it. Anyway.
Because that would honor the fans' humor and waffles. Because that would honor the fans. And they don't want to do that. They want you to consume and eat out of their hand, not out of anyone else's. But I completely agree with you. Having a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks, yeah, you have to. You have to walk in and you have to order a butterbeer and you have to sit down at the wooden tables. Yes. Why didn't Disney copy that method? Because they don't want fans. They want people who consume. They don't want fans.
They don't care about the experience.
No, they don't care about the experience at all.
Yeah, it's really true. And it's so striking when you're at Disneyland World, whatever. When you get out of the park and you go to any of the other places which are right around, it's a very different experience. All of a sudden, you feel like they care about you having an experience.
And no, Wookiee on holiday, you can't drink grape
What's
Fanta.
this Fanta stuff?
It has to be a grape frosty freeze.
Oh my God,
Frosty freeze. Frosty freeze is what you want to drink, not the Fanta, not the grape Fanta anyway. Grape Fanta sucks, but a grape frosty freeze, that shit's awesome.
So just to closing, or at least one of my closing thoughts is that I really hope that everybody, if there's 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people that you run into a lot on the chat and the world of the internet, reach out to them, get to know them. I mean, we already know each other so well. I know at least 50 people in the internet now that I didn't know 2 years ago that I know better than anyone that I've known in the real world the last 5 years for sure. And you know what? We don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know how much time any of us have left. We don't know what could happen in any shape or form. And you know what I do know is that I know that I've met a lot of great people that have made me happy, made me laugh, cared for me when I was in the hospital. And I wouldn't trade that for the world. But what we need to do is take some of these minutes where we're like angry and upset and disappointed and reach out and celebrate that we know each other. And we've discovered each other.
And
we can celebrate each other.
Indeed, brother Snowdog with a $2 super chat. Been a while since we scold and tucked and rolled. Thank you so very much for everybody who's thrown a super chat out today, guys. Thank you, and this is for you. Skol!
Spartans! What is your profession?
I had to do that one because I know you like it so much. Seeing all those guys half naked, that's
wait. Who are you talking about? No. What?
Oh, and Roger Haynes with a thumbs up. Thank you so very much. 199 Canadian super chat. Thank you, brother. Thank you so very much. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. Thank you.
And I have an announcement. So I'm going to put up a server for the Snyder stuff, and then it'll be shout out to any of the members on the Valhalla Patreon thing later today.
Okay, so guys, if you wanna watch the Snyder Cut with us on Thursday night, check Valhalla, check the Valhalla Discord. It will be in there. Mexican Iron Man will be throwing out the link. So if you want to be a part of that and watch that with us, by all means, join us. And thank you so much, Mags, for that $9.99 super sticker of a heart. Thank you so very much, guys.
By the way, everybody, you don't need HBO Max. You don't need it. All you need is an internet browser. You don't need anything special. I'm doing it through my VPN, so it's not being broadcast on YouTube.
Yeah, private watch party.
All right, boss.
All right. Thank you so very much, everyone. I hope each of you have a great day. I'm not going to do an outro today. I didn't do an intro either. We will be back later tonight.
Lady Miss at the buzzer. At the buzzer.
A $5 super chat from Lady Miss. Not good with words. And all those hearts. Thank you. Thanks, you Max. So very much, Lady Miss.
Thanks, Lady Miss.
$5 super chat. This is just for you, Lady Miss. Go! Everyone have a great day, and we will see you guys later tonight.
Peace out.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.